What is up? We are live. Welcome to Mindful Matters. My name is Drew. I am your host today, and I guess every day. Um, but yeah, welcome everybody. Thank you all so much for being here. I do want to explain because this channel wasn't always Mindful Matters. This channel used to be Mindfulness Kid, and I decided I wanted to change the name and kind of make it a different thing. I just the reason why I called it Mindfulness Kid is because I had the Cobra Kai Kid YouTube channel. So, Cobra Kai Kid, Mindfulness Kid. I was gonna make the kid like a brand, but I realized because with Cobra Kai Kid, it was really a combination of Cobra Kai and Karate Kid. And with mindfulness, I just wanted to change the title and make it something more interesting. So Mindful Matters is the one we went with. And yeah, I'm really happy about it. And we got our logo. We got our logo, and right now I'm on StreamYards, which is like a software that I use to do lives, but they like had a bunch of edits. So like there's like comments up there. There's like a lot of new stuff on this one, the intro as you just saw. So yeah, it's exciting stuff. So I want to thank all of you so much for being here. And I want to tell you, what this channel is, what's going to be going on. Because this is a bit of a different channel than and different videos than what you've seen, and maybe what you've seen if you've watched my other videos. This channel is Mindful Matters. This is where we talk about mental health, we talk about mindfulness, and it's just an open, safe space for us to chat. You guys can ask questions. You guys can comment your thoughts. Tell me what's been going on in your life, whatever you guys want to share. And we're here to support each other and encourage each other and be there for each other. So yeah, that's what this is. And it'll be a lot of fun. So let's just say hi to everybody that we have here. We have Grapes19. Thanks for joining, Grapes. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for reading my letterbox reviews. I appreciate it. Yes, I know you've been asking about DrewTube. There are updates with that. Just working on some fun stuff. So TBD or TBA, to be announced. Bryce Productions. What's up, Bryce Productions? And it's pretty cool. If you guys comment, you can get your comments right up there. What's up, Bryce Productions? It's good to see you. Thank you for joining. Hello. Cobra Kai rapper from 2000s. I could pull up the comments too. There we go. Hey, Drew, what's up? What it do? Hope everything going well for you. Just want to let you know that I just turned 22 last Thursday on November 13th. Oh, wow. That was 2 days ago. Wait. November 13th. Oh, yeah, that is a Thursday. Sorry. I got confused. Oh, my goodness. Happy birthday. For a second, I was like, wait, is today Sunday? No, today's Saturday. Okay. Happy birthday. I hope you had a great day. I'm actually 22 right now. I turn 23 in December. So crazy. Quicksilver. What's up, Quicksilver? Welcome. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you for being here. So yeah, as I said, this is a safe space. Even if you guys wanted to make like a different account just to comment and stuff. So, this is a place where we could be truthful, we could be honest, we can share our thoughts, and talk about life. This is like literally anything you guys want to talk about. We're here for each other because, there's a lot of good and then there's a lot of tough parts of life. And yeah, I think just having these conversations is very important. So I guess I'll start it off. I'm gonna, and I love this question. It's a simple question, but Quicksilver says, "How have you been?" Thank you for asking. First off, I'll answer this, and then if you guys in the chat want to comment down to how you've been, I'd love to hear how you guys are doing. So, how have I been? I've been okay. I think I've been a little all over the place recently, and I'm just trying to figure out what's best for me. Um, I'm trying to, you know, do what's best for myself while also, being good to others and just trying to find that balance. I've been a little all over the place. I've had a lot of different projects going on, which has been really, really cool and really fun and really nice, but also, you know, it could be overwhelming. It could be stressful. Um, and yeah, just trying to figure out the right balance for me. I feel like I've like gone through like stages where I'm really out of balance, and then I start to find my balance, and I'm really out of balance. That's life. It's like a roller coaster. You just go like, some days are good, some days are bad, some days you're on track, some days you're not. It's never gonna be perfect all the time. Um, I think I'm in a place right now where I'm just figuring a lot of things out. I just graduated college recently. Um, so I'm kind of doing a lot of different things, trying to figure out what I want to do, the person I want to be. And sometimes I feel like I lose that. Like sometimes I'm like, wait, what am I doing? Who am I? I forget who I am. And that's like the worst thing is like, just not knowing who you are anymore. So that's like the most important thing for me is like coming back to center. And just taking it one day at a time and figuring out who I am, what I want to do, and just doing my best at the end of the day. That's what I always try to do is my best, and I feel like that's all you can do. And everyone's best is always different is something I like to say. Your best may not be the same each and every day. Some days you feel depressed and then your best is just getting out of bed and brushing your teeth. Or some days if you're really productive, your best is making a 15-minute YouTube video or something or doing a live stream. So it all depends. But yeah, that's how I've been. So thank you for asking. Um, and I'm good now. At this moment, I'm good because I'm live talking to you guys and having a good time. So yeah, yeah. All right. Um, Bryce Productions says, "What are your thoughts on Martin Cove?" Yeah, I'm not gonna get into that. I haven't spoken about that on the channel anywhere. Um, I mean, I have my thoughts, but I I love both of them, and I think it's handled now. I think they're good now. So that's all that matters. So yeah. Uh Congrats to you on graduating college. Thank you so much. I appreciate you, Quicksilver. Thank you. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you so much. Yeah, it's definitely a big step. It's you go preschool, elementary school, middle school, college, and then life. Just life. You could then it's literally just figure it out. And it's just pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy. I mean, obviously there's stages in life, you get a job, you meet your significant other, get married, have kids, but that then it's real, man. That's the real world. That's like, it's like, school was kind of like you know, it's okay. I'm still in school. I'm still in school. I'm still figuring it out. But once you're out of school, it's like, okay, now you got to figure it out. And that could be stressful. Um, but yeah, I figured to start it off, what we could do is I have this game. I really love this game. It's called We're Not Really Strangers. And I highly recommend if you guys have never played it before, you should check it out. It's such a good game. It's basically a conversation starter. So it's just you just ask questions and they just it leads to deep conversations. It's a great way to get to know someone better. So I figured, why don't we play this game? I will ask the questions, and you guys could comment your answers in the chat. and I'll answer them myself too. So there's 3 levels to this. The first level is perception, the second level is connection, and the third level is reflection. Okay. So let's see. I think let's do level 2. Or or wait, should we do no, let's do 1. Let's see what kind of question we get for level 1. Okay. Wait, no, that's not a good card. Okay. Oh, these are questions I Okay, so what fast food restaurant? Nah, this is not. That's not a good one. No, let's get a deep one. Let's get a deep one. All right, I'm trying to get a good one. How are you really? I love that question because here I'll hold it up there. Yeah, how are you really? The reason why I love that question is because a lot of times when we say like somebody like, hey, how are you doing? It's just like, oh, I'm good. How are you? Good. Good to see you. That's it. How are you is more like a form of saying what's up, you know? But I feel like when um you ask how are you really, it really evokes the truth. Now, I don't think we need to say how we really are to everybody. If you're walking down the street and you see a random person and they're like, "Hey, how's it going?" You don't need to get into, well, I'm going through this and I'm going through that. You don't need to. Sometimes it's just easier to say, I'm good. How are you? But I think it's important, most important, to be honest with yourself, you know, and instead of just saying, like, how are you? I'm good. When you're talking to yourself, how are you really? How are you really feeling? And be truthful and honest to yourself about that. Um, so yeah, and I already told you guys how I'm really feeling. So that was the truth. And you know, let me know what you guys think too. Uh, oh wait, no, that's a wild card question. We don't want that. There's some like wild cards. We just want a regular. Oh my god, there's another wild card question. Maybe I should pick a couple out. Okay. Has a stranger ever changed your life? Ooh, that's a good question. Has a stranger ever changed your life? Changed my life. Um, I have a little story. I mean, I'm thankful because I've had multiple experiences where, in my life where strangers have done really kind things. I wish I would write a list down because, just so I could have them all. But there's one thing that I remember very clearly. Um, I was at my college and I was, I had to park in one of the parking lots where you pay to you pay to park. It's like the ticket thing. It's like you park and then you get a ticket, and then when you're ready to leave, you put the ticket into the thing and it says how long you've been there, how long you've been in the parking lot, and then how much you have to pay to get out. And I just remember I was having like difficulty with it, and it was late. It was like past 11, I think. Um, so it was late. There wasn't really anybody there. And I was getting so stressed out and so freaked out because here I was in this parking lot, far from home. Spider-Man Far From Home. If you get that, you get that. Um, and I was just like, I had no way of getting out. I didn't know what to do. There was nobody there. And then there was this one woman that was there, who was doing her ticket, and she already like did her thing, and she was gonna leave. And then I asked her, I was like, excuse me, like, I don't know, like, my ticket's not working. Do you know what to do? Or I don't know. And I just remember she spent so much time trying to help me. I think she might have worked at the school, I'm not sure. But she was spending so much time trying to help me, and then she was like, there's a front office where you can like go if you have like a problem with the parking. And then I'm like, oh really, like where is it? And then she's like, here, I'll show you. I'll be like, oh no, oh, you don't have to do that, you can just point me in the direction. She was like, no, I just want to make sure you get there all right. It was just like so freaking kind, and it was so late too. um so she literally walked with me all the way to where the parking office was. And she was like, are you good, like are you sure? I'm like, I'm good, thank you so much. But I just remember, like, it just really warmed my heart because she was going above and beyond. She she could have just left. And also, it's not like she was like like my ticket thing wasn't working at first, right? And she just spent so much time trying to help me. She wasn't like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I don't know what to do." She was like, it was just, she didn't need to do that, but she did. So that, I would say, that changed my life because, it's a small thing. It's such a small thing, like, or it seems like such a it's not a small thing. It seems like such a small thing. But what that did for me was it made me want to give back. And, if I'm in a situation where someone else is struggling, taking the time to help them out, because I remember how it felt for me when when this woman was helping me out. So if someone's ever in a situation too, you know, being there for them and making sure that they're okay and going the extra mile, and not just um helping them, but like really making sure, like afterwards, like, are you sure you're good? Let me help you with this. And if they really insist, like, no, 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 you're good, then it's fine. But sometimes people don't want to say it. Sometimes people will ask like for help, and then they get help, but then they need help with something else, and then they're afraid to ask with that, you know. So it's nice to sometimes offer, can I help you with this other thing too? And it's like, yeah, that would be great, thank you. I just think it's a beautiful thing. So that's a moment, a stranger has changed my life. Yeah. What about you guys? Any moments where strangers have changed your lives? Let's find another question. If you have, when was the moment you realized you weren't invincible? Hmm. The moment I realized I wasn't invincible. I don't think I ever thought I was invincible. That's the thing. Yeah, that's a question, all right. I do not think I ever thought I was invincible. Um, yeah. um, I mean, listen, there are a lot of times in life where I get wake up calls. There are a lot of times where I think this, and then boom, life is like, oh no, Drew, this is what it is. But yeah, I never thought I was invincible. Yeah. I don't know. I'm not Superman. Uh, all right. This is a good question. What's the best compliment a stranger has ever given you? And those are huge, by the way. Compliments from strangers, because you have like family, could be like, a lot of times family is like, oh, you're you're so good, you're this, you're that. But then it's like, you're just saying that because you're family. And sometimes they mean it, but sometimes they're just saying that because they're family. And that's what family does. We hype each other up. But I think when a stranger gives you a compliment, it could be really, really impactful because it's like, you don't know me and you're saying this, and you're probably being truthful because you have no reason not to be. So I would say for me, I don't know. Once again, there's a lot of like nice interactions I've had with strangers that I just recall. Um, but one that stands out to me, I was at a Joshua Bassett concert. Joshua Bassett, my favorite musician of all time. And we were outside waiting for Josh to, like, at the end of the show, he comes out and like says hi to the fans. And I was just singing to myself a Josh song. I was just like, kind of like, na, 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 na. I was like kind of singing it quietly. And then this girl in front of me turned around and was like, "Oh my God, I thought you were Josh. That's crazy." Like, she thought my voice sounded like Josh. I was like, "Bruh, that's like the biggest compliment ever." Because Josh is an incredible singer. So the fact that she thought my voice sounded like Josh, I was like, dude, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And look, that was years ago. I still remember it. So that was a good question. That was a good question, and that was a compliment that stuck out with me. Next one. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Are you lying to yourself about anything? Are you lying to yourself? That's a big one, because it's like, you know, that one really forces you to be honest, because there's a reason why, if you are lying to yourself about something, there's a reason why you're lying to yourself. That one just requires a lot of like deep digging, and like, it's basically, what are you like most afraid to share? Am I lying to myself about anything? I don't know, actually. This is a tough one. I don't know, and maybe I'm lying by saying I don't know. No, I can't think of anything. Am I lying to myself about anything? I feel like I've been pretty truthful with myself. Um, I would say maybe, I don't know. I don't know. Oh wait, Quicksilver. I lie to myself when I think I have all the time in the world to complete a task. Yeah, that's, you know what, that's a good one. Thank you for being honest with that. Yeah, that I've done the same thing where um I've thought I had so much time to do something and I really haven't. Um and sometimes you got to be like strict on the deadlines. I'm trying to think, cuz that's a good question. Am I lying to myself about anything? I think I'm lying to myself that um I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I'm gonna have to get back to you on that. I'll get back to you on that. All right, let's do the next one. But thank you for sharing, Quicksilver. The next question is, what are you more afraid of, failure or success, and why? I would say I am more afraid of success, and I'll tell you why. I feel like failure, when you fail at something, people might see you fail at it, but then it's done and then it's over. When you're successful, you're always in the spotlight. You're always being looked at. Um, and that could be pretty scary. Um, I think of like, what do I constitute as failure and success? And, you know, I think with failure, it's a tough thing. It's tough to say like it was a failure. I don't really believe that everything is, even if it's something you set out to do and then you don't do it, it's not always a failure. A lot of times it's a learning lesson. Sometimes it's something we need to grow and to get better and to move forward. Sometimes it's like, yeah, like a learning lesson, or stepping stone. You know, um, for example, I Even with YouTube, I would try certain things on YouTube and I'd be like, oh, this is a great video. This is a great thumbnail. This is great content. It's going to blow up. And then it doesn't. And then one hand, it's like, well, that was a failure. Then on the other hand, it's like, okay, wait, that video didn't do that great. So how could I improve the next video? What can I learn from that? So that's a big thing. So I think failure is something that we shouldn't always be afraid of. It's something we should embrace sometimes. But success can be scary because when you're successful, there's more pressure on you and more people are looking at you to live up to that pressure and that expectation. So yeah, I would say for me, success is a little more scary. Yeah. Okay. Wow, there are a lot of wild cards here. Okay. How are you really? That was the same one. Okay. All right, this is a good one. When was the last time you surprised yourself? The last time you surprised yourself. Whew. Maybe I just have a terrible memory. The last time I surprised myself. This is hard to come up with on the spot. Oh God. Okay, I don't know. I don't know when was the last time I surprised myself? I don't know. 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 All right. Well, you know what? Let's skip that one. Sorry, y'all. Okay. Let's end with this question because this is a good final question. What's been your happiest memory this past year? That's a great question. I've had a few happy memories this year. I've had a few. I would say, um, hmm, one of the happiest memories for me was filming with my Kai Hards crew. So if you guys don't know, we're doing a Cobra Kai documentary. And it's called Kai Hards. And there was a week where we filmed a bunch of content for the doc. And that was a really, really fun time because I was with my friends and we were making a movie, having fun, talking Cobra Kai, going on road trips, staying in Airbnbs. It was really, really fun. So I would say that's been my happiest one of the happiest memories this past year. I've had a bunch that I can name, and I'm grateful for that. I'm grateful that I can name a lot of happy memories in the past year. I'm sure there's also sad memories that we can name, but this question is asking about happy memories, and we want to be happy. And yeah, so I'd say being with them for that week was a really happy time. It was just so fun. It was just memorable. It was just, and what's most memorable about it is like the feelings, the conversations, it's something that am not, it's not like I do that all the time, like travel with my buds and make movies, like, on the go and do all that. So it was like a unique, special experience. So I would say for me, that was one of the happiest moments this past year. Yeah, that was back in June of this year, 2025. And yeah, so, and there'll be more happy moments to come this year and in the next year. So, and with that, we'll wrap it up. Thank you all so much for joining. I really appreciate all of you for being here, whether you're live, whether you're watching on the replay. What's up? Make sure you subscribe and turn on your notifications and stay tuned because we're going to be doing more of these. I'm really excited about the future of this channel because what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be doing these live streams every now and then where we just chat, answer questions, hang out. But then I'm also going to be bringing on guests. Oh my God, I forgot to even freaking shout out my discussion with Vanessa Rubio. Guys, check out my mental health discussion with the wonderful Vanessa Rubio, who plays Carmen Diaz on Cobra Kai. We talked for like nearly 2 hours about mindfulness, mental health, and just life. And she's brilliant. She's so smart. She's so grounded. She's so intelligent. And we just had such a wonderful discussion. So if you guys haven't checked that out, it's on the channel. It's on Mindful Matters. So check that out, please. I think you'll enjoy it. I certainly had a fun time making it. And I have more conversations with other people coming up. And if you guys have anyone that you want me to talk to about mental health, mindfulness, let me know in the comments who you want to see me bring on and have those conversations with. But yeah, I have another episode coming out in the near future, which I'm excited about. And I have a few other guests coming up, which I'm excited about. And some of the Cobra Kai actors who I've grown close with, who are very passionate about mental health. They're going to be joining me too. So, yeah, very excited about that. Let's see. Quicksilver says, one of my happy memories was when I got to meet the Cobra Kai kid. Oh my God, dude. Thank you so much. That is so sweet. And meeting you guys too. That was also another one I wanted to say, was meeting you guys at the conventions and at the the New Jersey Cobra Kai Con, the Chicago Con, the Mega Cons, and all those cons and conventions. Meeting you guys always warms my heart, and it makes me feel so special. And I truly love you guys with all my heart. So thank you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you for saying that. And truly, same here. Such a happy memory for me. Sarah Lawson says, "Hey Drew, what's up, Sarah? Thank you for joining. How goes the Cobra Kai project? It's going good. Right now we're in the editing stages, so it's coming along. It's coming along. It's exciting. Yeah, 2026. Stay tuned. So more updates coming soon. Yes, love Vanessa. She's the best. And Cobra Kai Rapper, thank you so much for being here. Of course, this is a very great live stream that you share. Thank you so much. Thank you. I appreciate that. I want to see you interview Billy. You know what, Sarah? I'm with you. I would love to interview Billy. And really, what would be really cool is to have him on here, is to have him on the Mindfulness channel and to have him on Mindful Matters and to talk about mindfulness, because he's a smart guy. He's been through a lot, and I know he has wisdom to share. He's shared some wisdom with me personally, so I feel like having him on a platform like this, talking about that stuff, he could spread a lot of light and good things. So I mean, that would be really cool. Maybe one day. But I want to thank you all so much for joining. I love all of you guys so much. Thank you for being here for the first Mindful Matters live stream of this new iteration of the channel, and more great stuff to come. So I appreciate you all. Thank you. I love you. I hope you guys are doing well. And just remember, you're never alone. You got us. We're family. We're here for each other, and we'll talk more in the next one. I love you guys. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time on Mindful Matters. Bye, guys.